Come in.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, you must be Jen.
And you must be Larry.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet
Do
you
you mind if I sit?
Yeah, take a seat.
Perfect, thank you so much. Well, you know, I have to compliment you. I was just sitting in the lobby talking to your secretary, Zach, and he was great.
Oh yeah, we love him. He's been with us for a little while. And
Really?
Yeah,
Good deal. Was he somebody that you brought in with you, or was he here before you got here?
Yeah, I brought him in with me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great decision on your part. I think
Yeah.
that goes to say a lot about you. Most secretaries aren't as personable as he is.
Oh yeah, he's great.
That's awesome. Well, Jen, I don't know if he told you a little bit about what we're meeting about today. Did he mention I'm from Schneider Electric?
Very briefly.
Okay.
I've been kind of bouncing between meetings, and this is kind of an opening that just kind of happened to open up. So
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you taking time. I know you got a extremely busy schedule as a school superintendent at Fort Worth ISD.
Mm-hmm.
So I really appreciate you taking the opportunity to meet with me today. I know you're really busy. Is 15, 20 minutes still good with you?
Yeah, 15 minutes is right on the dot.
Okay, perfect. Well, I appreciate it. I know it's a short window for you, but I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
So would you mind if I take notes? I don't want to miss anything today.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, I know I told Zach when I called and when we were setting up the meeting, he was kind of asking some brief questions about what we'd be meeting about today. But just to give you a general idea, personally, at Schneider Electric, what we do is we basically work to maximize the energy utilization by school districts. We basically look to find the most energy efficient way to reduce the cost and make it more cost effective manner for schools to help better their school system and better each district based upon that. So is that something that you'd be willing to hear about today?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, like I said, I just want to get to know you a little bit better and get to know about your school district a little bit more. So with that being said, how long have you been at Fort Worth ISD?
I've been here for about 4 years now.
Wow, that's awesome. You don't usually hear that from school superintendents. It's kind of short stints here and there. So that's incredible. How did you get in that role?
I actually was born and raised in Atlanta.
Okay.
But I came over to Texas for college.
Okay, where'd you go?
I actually went to TCU.
No kidding, that's awesome. That's incredible.
Yeah. Where did you go?
I went to SMU, so it was bitter rivals, but hopefully I won't hold that against you. All right.
Okay. So I knew I wanted to be in the public sector. I knew I wanted to be in schools, and started out teaching, and then kind of went into it and started getting into more of the political side, the running the school system and all that, and just kind of worked my way there. And it's really this was kind of my goal all along. I wanted to be a superintendent, and I've been loving it so far. So
wow, that's phenomenal, Jen.
Yeah.
You don't hear many people that get to live out their dreams on an everyday basis. So that's incredible, and I applaud you for that. I think that goes to speak a lot about the kind of person you are, able to work your way up like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Well, Jen, hearing that you've been around a little bit, teaching in some schools, moved over to the political side of it. Can you tell me a few things that you've seen in your district as far as like energy type stuff, or if there's any issues at any schools with the electrical system or anything that y'all have any problems with as far as efficiency is concerned?
I guess recently I'm just trying to think off the top of my head, because there's so many things that I'm trying to coordinate.
It's a pretty broad question.
Yeah, had some HVAC issues over the past few years that have really created some issues for us. So that would be a big thing.
All right. Well, can you tell me a little bit more about that? Like who it affects? Like how many schools are y'all having issues in and things of that nature?
It's in a lot of our older schools, and I would say that's probably like 50% of our schools that have been really having HVAC issues, and it's really just some aging systems that kind of trying to work through the hot Texas summers and the cold winters, and can't really do it anymore.
Right. I mean, that's something that we do see a lot of in Texas. With the air conditioning units working at such a high level of speed in the summers, that in the older schools they kind of do tend to be falling out of place. So I know the Fort Worth ISD is such a big district, and I know you have to oversee a lot, but to see that 50% of the schools are having issues with that, that's something that I'm sure as a school district you are going to want to improve on?
Yeah, I mean, if we can only fit it in the budget.
Right, exactly. And I understand that as far as my end of it. I want to find the area that's going to benefit you the most, because I want you to be happy and want you to be as successful as possible, because at the end of the day, I am here and I want to better our schools to help better the future of the community. So if students are going into the schools and there's air conditioning issues and stuff like that, then that's not something that I see as a good learning environment for the students. So if we're able to help you fix that, I think that would be very beneficial for you all, but also benefit the community greatly as well.
Yeah, I think so.
So I know you were saying the HVAC issues. Who was usually affected by that?
It really depends on the time of year, and during the summer we still have summer school, and so the students not being able. I mean, if it's 100+ degrees, which there's some summers that we've had like straight, 100 days with 100+ degrees in Texas, and that definitely creates a bad learning environment, and teachers can't come in, students, it becomes unsafe, and risk of heat strokes. That's a big issue. Definitely students and teachers alike that are actually in those buildings are really suffering from that. So.
Right. School, I'm sure students don't want to go to school during the summer, as it is. So I can imagine if it's hot, the student doesn't want to be there, then the teacher doesn't want to be there, and it's just causing a bunch of issues that...
And then parents aren't happy, and that just creates a whole other issue.
Right, I can only imagine, and then it all comes back to you as the school superintendent, has to deal with everybody complaining and stuff like that, so I can imagine that's an issue that you would like to get fixed, hopefully.
Definitely, yeah.
Good deal. Well, in addition to that, are there any other issues that y'all have been dealing with as far as like electrical or things like that? I know Texas has a lot of storms, or anything that's possibly been caused by those?
I guess just a week ago, we had some crazy tornadoes come through,
right.
And that really, big storms kind of reveal some issues
right.
that we didn't really realize were there, and we had some leaking in a lot of our roofs. Some of our older elementary schools especially had some bad leaks. So.
Is that just, roof got a hole in it, shingle fell off?
I'm actually, I'm superintendent. I kind of oversee a lot of the specific maintenance issues of it, but it comes to me, there's leaks, oh no.
So, everything always makes its way up to the top.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, that's definitely something that we can definitely look into and see if there's something that we can, if we can't find a way to fix that. I think that would be great if we could figure that out. So I know a lot of the schools are older. They probably do have a little bit of roofing issues, and that could help benefit energy efficiency too. I put it on a new roof, new shingles, better insulation, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I think all of that is something that we can look at as we move into the future. With that being said, is there any other issues that you all are dealing with that you can think of off the top of your mind that you can tell me about today?
I don't even know if this... it literally happened yesterday, and we had some theft of some batteries from buses, but I don't think that really even maybe it would apply to you. So. Well,
what kind of issue? Where did it happen?
It actually happened at our bus shops, and it's just a whole big mess because buses didn't have batteries, kids couldn't get to school. It was just a big thing, and it was so it was some theft at our bus shops.
Right. Do you think that was a security concern, or?
I think our lighting just was not up to par, and our security systems just in general weren't cutting it there.
Okay.
So.
Well, believe it or not, Schneider does a lot of things: electrical, lighting, security, generators, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely something that we would take a look at in the future if you would want us to. I think hopefully kids not getting to school and security issues, that's not something that we like to see a lot of.
Definitely,
so
yeah.
I think if we're able to kind of take care of that would be super beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, do you have any other plans currently that you have in place to take care of these issues?
Not really. Not any big long-term plans. We've kind of been, patching as we need, and really just as our budget kind of is allowing us to. So.
Okay. So is this something that you see affecting a lot of the students with different issues of that nature, and teachers coming into work and being worried about, so a robbery at a school is kind of a big thing. Hearing something like that might.
Well, it's not actually at our school. It was.
Oh, is that the
our
bus shop?
shops.
Okay, well that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Robbery at the school would be a whole other issue.
Okay, so the bus shop is separate from the school.
Yes.
Then. Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense then. But I mean, as far as in addition to that, air conditioning at the schools, that's something that I could see being a problem. Is that something that affects a lot of people, or?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when the kids aren't happy and the parents aren't happy, and then my voters aren't happy, and so definitely the air conditioning has become a big issue.
Okay, and you said voters. Is that how?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm actually up for re-election.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Awesome, good deal. So I think that would look really great for you if we could find a way to provide the best solution to some of these issues.
Yeah.
I think it'd show that you're working hard to improve the school district.
Yeah, I really just want to do the best, by the school district as possible,
right.
And that hopefully will, make voters want to keep me around.
Right,
so.
And talking to you today, I can see that you're definitely a people's person. I could see you being, great in the role, and I think if we're able to take care of some of these, miniature issues, then, the rest of what you do, as far as providing a great school environment, great learning environment, and curriculum, the rest of that will shine through, because unfortunately people look at these issues when they hear, lighting issues or air conditioning issues. That becomes the biggest issue, but really the students are just there to learn. So I think if we can find a way that's going to best fix these, problems, then it'll look better on you, because what you do will shine through, really.
Yeah, you keep saying take care of it. What are we talking here in terms of, all of these things I definitely want fixed, but it comes with cost. So
right.
What are we talking here?
That's perfect. And I know you said we only got a little bit of time left, so
yeah.
I think we can move into that part, and I'll explain to you exactly how we do that. I'd love to possibly do a feasibility study, which is basically where we go in and we design the most cost-effective solution around the area of need that you have. Is that something that you'd be willing to hear more about?
Yeah, what is... I don't really understand. What does the feasibility study entail?
Well, so essentially, at Schneider, we're blessed with a team of engineers. What they do is they go into the schools that we worked with. They'll go through, look at the different electrical systems in there, and they'll see what the most cost-effective way to fix the problems that are there are. So we work to fit your budget, to make sure that we can find the best way to solve all of your issues within your budgetary constraints. And the best part about Schneider Electric is, at the end of the day, I know y'all have a strict budget, but at the end of the day, we guarantee that what we say it's going to do. So say we tell you we're going to save you $3 million over the next 5 years. If we don't do that, at the end of the day, we're going to write you a check for the difference. And that's, I think, one of the best parts about Schneider Electric is it's a great company. It cares about its employees, but more so, we really care about our customers, and we want to give you the best for what you're looking for. We want to give you the best of that. So I think if you're willing to let us do the feasibility study, I think it'll give you a great peace of mind if this is something you'll be wanting to look at.
Yeah, I think we we'll work something out with that.
Okay, perfect. Well, as on my way out today, do you want me just to set up a meeting with Zachary on the way out, or do you want me to do that with you? Or
just talk with Zachary, see what openings I have in my schedule.
Right, I know you're very busy.
I'm really busy, but I think that this is something that's important, so we'll make something work. So.
Yeah, I think that'll be very beneficial. And before I go today, I just wanted to share with you a business card of mine, and then give you this pamphlet of information that we have as well. I think that'd be very beneficial. My phone number's on there, email. Look through the pamphlet. If there's any questions or concerns after that, just give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'd like to answer those. But until our next meeting, I really hope I wish you the best with your re-election coming up, and I hope I look forward to meeting with you soon. So I appreciate you taking time today. Thank you so much.